Buenas, buenas. I'm Kevin Ochoa, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to flip the Code Black samples. As you guys probably know, Code Black released a couple samples, like 300 of them, last week, and he included kicks, claps, everything percussion-wise, but he also included something really cool, which is his screeches from his own tracks. So we go here to the Code Black Hardstyle Volume 1. We can see that he has included basically every screech from his tracks. Now, I can't play these all completely because I'm pretty sure YouTube will probably copyright strike me. But here you go. There's a ton of them right here. Yeah. Let's make my head smaller and let's focus on this little demo that I made for you guys. So I'm going to be showing you guys a special plugin called Slicex, and I'm going to break down how to use Slicex so you can create new versions or new melodies out of these screeches that he provided. Oh, let's turn off SonarWorks. So there you go. That's the little demo I put together. As you can see up here, I have my MIDI. Basically, what Slicex does, it gives you the ability to play back these samples with your keyboard. So if I'm playing my keyboard, I can play back little slices that Slicex cut up. Now, this is really valuable, not just for this type of sampling, but it's usually used for like breaking up drum beats with house music and hip hop. But in this case, what I did was I just dragged and dropped the Pandora screech into a new Slicex. So let me show you that. I just grabbed the Pandora screech, dropped it in there, and voila. All these little glitches that Code Black made and little tiny screeches are loaded onto every single key. So that's amazing. If you look at the MIDI here, inside of the piano roll, you can see that they're all playing here as they were in the original track. Now, we don't want that order, so let me get rid of that, cut. And if I go back to the old one, you can see that I have laid down my own MIDI. So I grabbed those samples that I thought were the coolest for what I wanted to do, which is make like a reggaeton rhythm. And when I did the reggaeton rhythm, I simply just picked the right ones. So let's make a new pattern ourselves. Let's grab this new one. Right click to go to the piano roll. And let's make some MIDI. Press L to loop the pattern. I think it's pretty playful. Let's put it on the mixer track. So what I simply did was I added delay. And I think it's very important to add effects while you're making the screeches. Usually I would put them on a send, but in this case, I don't want to make the send. Let's keep the pitch as well. And a really cool thing about this delay inside of FL is that you can add sample rate reduction. So as you're playing it back, let's make this 50%. You're creating these nice little ripples, almost like if you're using a sampling machine. So let's keep it around right there. Let's make the cutoff around right here, make it a bandpass, and then we'll add a reverb. Let's add the free reverb 3 or 2. They still haven't released a 3. Let's make a big room. Let's do around 7 seconds, and make the size of the room bigger. Now, make sure you're hitting your drum pads hard so that the velocity is actually triggering, because Slicex is one of those instruments that by default you do need to hit the keys hard, because it's thought when it was made, it's already programmed so that the velocity is linked to the amp. So make sure you guys hit the keys hard. I think this should be at the end. All right, something like that, and then let's add a few more right here. Let's do this one, and then okay. So now let's grab this arrangement that I made. Let's clone it to a new arrangement. And let's delete this, and then we'll add that little pattern that we created together. I'm gonna press B to enter the brush tool, and paste it everywhere. And then what we can do is actually we can clone this by pressing, or group it by pressing Ctrl G. So now we made a new pattern out of it. Let's delete these other ones, and then we'll do a little modification towards the end of the pattern, so that every 4 bars it's a little tiny different. All right. Voila, let's go. I think right here we have to change it because it doesn't work right there. So let's do a different one. Let's do this one. Let's do 4 chops of it. And let's get rid of the screech over here. That kick needs to be raised up higher. There you go. Not bad for a first attempt or second attempt at doing this. But yeah, it's that simple. You just grab the Slicex, slap any of the screeches that you like in there, and voila, there you go. You created a new version or a new melody out of the samples that CodeBlack included in his pack. Yeah, don't copy the whole melody and slap it on the track. That's a bit disrespectful.
I would never use these as is, man. You always gotta mess around with them, You gotta at least do something to them. Like they're a little too recognizable to just drag and drop use. But I call it now. It's gonna be used by someone in the EDM scene. They're just gonna drop it in there, slap a kick under it, and that's that.
So yeah, make sure you guys try to flip it and do something creative with it. Now for the next video, I'm gonna give you guys a little preview what I'm gonna show you. So here I have the effects kick at the very end of the video. Let me show you. Okay, so this impact kick right here. See this? I'm gonna show you how to make it this quick inside of FL. Watch. So I'm gonna click right here, press one button on my keyboard, and voila, here I go. I have that effects kick. How quick was that? That's incredibly quick. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that in another video tutorial. All right, make sure you guys like the video if you learned something new today. Make sure you also subscribe to the channel so you guys can see that next video. All right, and make sure you guys check out CodeBlack sample pack. I'm gonna link it down below. Everything inside of this little demo that I made was CodeBlack except the last 2 kicks in there. Everything else completely from that sample pack. So it's quality stuff. So make sure you guys check out that below. And even if you're not gonna use the samples for a track, it's the best way to support an artist right now because of the current situation. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.